A Michigan man is behind bars this morning after he was found guilty in a high-profile murder case. Theodore Wafer was convicted in the controversial killing of 19-year-old Renisha McBride on the porch of his Detroit home. NBC's national correspondent Peter Alexander has a reaction to the verdict. Peter, good morning.
Carson, good morning to you. The jury needed less than 2 days to reach its verdict, a conviction on all counts. And immediately after the verdict was read, Renisha McBride's mother walked outside and spoke to reporters about her daughter, saying her life mattered, and we showed that.
Thank you.
Leaving the courthouse, Renisha McBride's mother said her daughter is finally at peace.
God is wonderful. He's great.
Moments earlier, Theodore Wafer sat expressionless as the verdict was read.
Guilty of murder in the second degree.
The jury found Wafer guilty on all charges: second-degree murder, manslaughter, and a felony firearm charge. McBride's parents said they were relieved and overwhelmed.
He came to the door with the shotgun and he shot her, and he didn't even know her. We learned that he was a cold-blooded killer.
It was senseless. All he had to do was call 911.
Throughout this two-week trial, Wafer's lawyers said he was acting in self-defense in the early morning hours last November 2nd.
I knew I had to get my gun.
Wafer says he felt threatened by someone banging loudly on the door of his suburban Detroit home, found his shotgun, opened the front door, and fired.
I just shot somebody on my front porch with a shotgun banging on my door.
McBride was unarmed, and prosecutors say looking for help after running into a parked car several blocks away. An autopsy showed she was drunk and high.
This poor girl, she had her whole life in front of her. I took that from her.
McBride's relatives say they found comfort in the jury's decision. What does this mean for your family and for your niece?
My family can rest now. They can start living their lives again, knowing that Renisha is resting now.
Also this morning, no word from jurors who left court without comment. As you said, Theodore Wafer is behind bars this morning. He faces sentencing later this month. It could be up to life in prison. But, Carson, many legal experts tell me it'll likely be much less.
All right. Peter Alexander on the story this morning. Thank you, Peter.